What's going on, guys? Kev back here with another video on the comb over taper. I'm gonna do a taper fade into a comb over up top right here. I'm just getting my client's hair out of the way, so I got a nice clean canvas to work with. I don't want to have excess hair in the way, and just makes it easier. I'm just going around the whole head with a 3.5 right now, just taking that bulk off. As you see, I'm just going to a certain point and I'm coming off it. I'm not digging into the top of the head, creating a harsh guideline or nothing. Always follow the contour of the head. Now right here, I'm gonna be balding out his sides back. This is the master's closed. We're doing a high taper here, so I'm making the skin line pretty high up. Go around the back, do the same thing. He's cutting the beard off, so that's why I'm not blending it in right now. Usually I do that whole 2 birds with 1 stone right there, so if you notice I didn't done it, that's why. This side I recorded the whole thing, but I was kind of in the way. My shoulder was in the way, so you're gonna get a close up here and I'll show you how it's done. So right here I'm gonna get my trimmers balded out nice. As you see me get to the top, hitting it with the corners, because you'll leave a harsh guideline if you don't. Now I'm gonna get my masters, have them open, go up about a 1/4 inch, a little less, and then I'm gonna be flicking around, playing around with that lever to get that line out. You'll get a feel for it. Once you start cutting, you'll see what works for you, opening and shutting it. In the corners, guys, use your corners. I can't say that enough. So yeah, just cleaning that up. Now I'm gonna hit it with the 2.5 so I can blend it up to the 3. Just go over it more than once, guys. Keep going over those spots, get all the hairs you can, because it's only gonna make it easier for you in the long run, make it look cleaner, and your client will definitely notice. Because I know when I got haircuts and I could feel people that don't go over the spot enough, and I can tell. It's like you didn't take your time. You could just went over it 2-3 more times in literally 5 seconds and make your client feel more comfortable and know you hit that spot. So right here, just finishing up the blend with the 1.5. I'm just going back, and this right here, guys, I don't know why this is so satisfying to barbers. These GTXs, I'm telling you, man, and this GTX blade, my head is, I love these things. And right here, just outlining the box. You don't want to push him back. The golden rule of barbering, never push back. Yeah, it might look clean for the moment of the picture, but that client, the person you cut, you push back, is not going to come back in your seat, guaranteed. But right here, we're going to move on to the back. Just hitting it with the 2.5, blending up to that 3. Sometimes I work from top to bottom, sometimes I work from bottom to top. It all depends on how you feel. Doesn't matter. Whatever's more comfortable for you. Just balding it out with the trimmers. Get into that nice skin look. That line may not look that crisp right now, but right here I go back to straighten it out. Always work with fresh guidelines. You don't want to have a crooked or sloppy guideline. See, now when you do the 1/2 inch above that with the open masses, it's going to look nice and clean. You can see what's going on, and you can knock that line out easy. Now just go in the middle, play with it. The more room you give when you open it up is the easier the blend will be, because you have more room to play with that trigger and make that blend look as stretched out as possible. And the stretch is what gives the blend that look. So you can see I'm going back and forth, corners, moving that lever up and down to get the blend that I want. Now I have the 1.5 on. Just blending up to that too. This is probably the most difficult part of the back when you're doing a high taper, because right when you get to that bone in the back of the head, it's kind of hard to blend on that, so you're gonna have to go back and hit it with the 0, and then maybe even the master's open. But you can get it done, as I'll show you here. Just takes a little more patience. And sometimes if you want, you can go back and line it up first to see how I move the head up right there, to kind of get a different look at it. But if you line it up first, you can kind of get a better look to see what's going on too. I don't do that, but a lot of people do. And you see, just gonna go back to hit up any dark spots that you see, or alright, just to get that blend what it needs. And I'm just going, touching up with the masses open, like I said, and there you go, there's the blend. So you can see, nice stretched out, nice and clean, just edging it up. That's a big mole he has right there. You gotta be very careful, because you can rip that thing right off. So if any of your clients have something like that, just be very cautious. And everybody's favorite part, I'm just kidding guys, a scissor cut. If you don't know how to scissor cut, I suggest you learn. It looks a lot harder than it is. It'll only help you out in the long run by getting you more clients that have different types of hair. Because not everybody that's going to come in the shop is going to want a 3 on top with a skin fade. I'm telling you that. And honestly, those ain't the cuts that are going to make you the money. The men's regulars, the businessmen, those are the cuts that you want. See right here, as I'm scissor cutting, you never drop the hair. You always follow where you come from front to back, and then you go back and cross check it, as you'll see me do in a minute. I usually like to start in the middle and then connect the sides, and then right here I come in the middle, back and cross check it. And always make sure the hair is wet enough, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Wet your client's hair. If your client has dry hair and you're trying to scissor cut, it only makes it harder. The more water there is, the easier it is to cut it. Just don't go soaking his face and making the cape all dripping. And just use your head. It's common sense, guys. Just use enough water. Make it a lot easier on yourself. And right here, a little scissor over comb. Another tip I suggest you guys should learn, will save you so much time and aggravation. Just going and touching up, seeing things that I see that are sticking out, or like I said, man, the client will understand that if he sees you going back, hitting spots, they'll like that rather than you rushing. I'm just going in the back, hitting some loose stragglers. And use your mirror, guys. Like I said, the mirror can see things that you can't. I don't know how or why it's like that, but it is. Trust me. And here it is, guys. Finished product. The high taper into the comb over. What do you guys think? Leave some comments. Let me know. Hope you guys will come back. Thanks for coming.